Hello everyone! We have a Bath & Body Works candle. Is it worth a review? Fall Farmhouse. And Gomez is holding the candle, so I was like, what could I hold that's fall farmhousey? We don't have a farmhouse, but we're in the fall, so it's a squishmallow that's a pumpkin. I feel good about it. We hope you feel good about it. Okay, we're feeling weird because it's been a long day and we have had coffee. So we did Halloween shopping and then we were going to throw this candle away and I went, should we discuss this candle? And he goes, okay. Isn't that what you said, darling? You said,
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to do this. All right, so we have two sides. You can help us settle the argument because it's a beautiful review because one is yay and one is nay. I did like the candle, okay? But I did not feel it was worth it, and he did. And we will give you our arguments, and you will consider all of it and give us your thoughts. First of all, if this candle is not as big as my Squishmallow, and it was $26, to be as expensive as that, it should be as big as my Squishmallow. Okay, so whatever. But I did choose to buy it when I knew the size. I know this. I'm not I'm just bitching now because I can. You'll see why later. It didn't last as long as it should have. Okay, so it was $26. And I got it because of the smell. It was like I had never had this mix. It's pumpkin and then pine branches and autumn air, fall air, whatever. Those are the notes. So that's cool. I have had pine candles. I adore them. I love them. They're my favorites, as well as pumpkin candles, also my favorites. But have I had pine and pumpkin mixed? No. So it's really all the autumn things together. So I thought that was worth paying for, and it was. And this candle, only a few, I think the only other one that did this was a 3-wick Glade. What was cool about it was, it's also a 3-wick, but it, after you burn it all day and then you blow it out when you go to bed, because we're paranoid and don't want to leave candles on when we're asleep, you could still smell it for hours. So that's impressive, and I always like that. So that's good, that's a plus. And I liked the fact that it was the scent that it described. I could smell the pine and the pumpkin, and I like that a lot. So that's unique, and I like that. But for Gomez, that was enough. For me, it was not, because it only lasted 3 burning times. So we had it 7 or 8 hours at a time, and it would last. And I've had other candles that were bigger that lasted double as long that did not cost as much. So for me, the time that we got out of it was not worth $26. But Gomez thinks it might have been, and I will let you present your arguments.
Well, aside from the lovely pictures of the leaves all over the candle,
It is pretty.
they are pretty, but even that is not in itself would have been worth it, although it doesn't add. Also, there is the practical matter that 3 wicks in this case actually light up the way they're supposed to, where many other 3 wicks don't, and you have to struggle and you relight them and you light them and you light them and spend. Okay.
He doesn't like it when he has to relight and struggle.
Yes.
Yes.
So this one made it easy for me. And also, while it lasted, though it was expensive, and it's not that I'm going to pay 5 times more for it or anything else, I'm done with after this one. But
So you won't buy again.
I probably won't.
You probably won't unless you decide to.
Unless I'm really tempted, if I need to be inspired. That's the thing, you see, when you need an experience and you cannot find it in more accessible ways, you have to pay for the one you get.
He's saying we have no life and we don't go anywhere.
And I cannot find it.
And he wants to have a fall farmhouse experience.
Yes.
We'd love a Ren fair right now or some kind of crazy cool carnival. And we had a county fair and we did go with some friends to that and it was cool. But we want to travel and have adventures and we're bored.
To be very specific, I can do without the farmhouse, just with the fall element.
Yeah, we want to go to Pumpkin Town or wherever.
Usually the closest I get to cows is when I eat them.
Burgers, baby!
Yeah. And the closest I get to pigs is when they become my friends and then they bite me. That's a painful story for another time.
Yes, he has to tell the story of when Bacon the pig bit him. So.
Yes. I think I wrote a poem about it once.
You did, it was adorable.
Yes. So it's the fall.
You got the fall experience from the candle.
Yes.
And yes, there are other candles, but I did at least say that's a mix of the pumpkin and the tree at the same time that we have not had before. And I gave it its props. It was just 3 days for $26. I was like, really? But he thought the smell was worth it, right?
Yeah, because normally when it says this is such and such smell, it doesn't really smell like such and such.
Not even Bath & Body Works all the time.
Yeah.
Their pumpkin, marshmallow, latte, whatever, body splash does not smell like anything I would drink. at all or eat. It does not smell edible. It smells like a sweet perfume, but very much perfume. And I would not get pumpkin or marshmallow. So even with that, I was disappointed. Like,
yeah, and enough of the time I don't even expect when it says like metaphysical or something. I'm like, well, I don't even know. It could work, it might not work. It's always a gamble. And in this case, the gamble worked out, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'm grateful.
Did they say metaphysical?
Well, they didn't, but if they did,
okay.
I wouldn't know what to believe anymore. I cannot trust readily anymore.
I know, trusting is hard.
Trusting is broken.
It's broken.
But fall restores my trust.
Fall lives forever.
Embrace the fall, my friend.
So you're telling them to buy the candle?
I'm telling them if they have extra money lying around and they want a full experience, then they should. Otherwise, they should.
I mean, you could also buy like a pumpkin candle and a pine candle, or like, what is it, campfire, whatever they call it, different things, autumn nights, and light them at the same time.
And the alternative could be when they just watch that video and imagine me having a full experience, and then they
can buy you another candle and send it to you.
Yes! And then experience the fall vicariously through me experience.
Yes, and every time they like think about it, they'll hear you with that sexy accent going, buy me a candle!
Buy me!
Buy me more candles!
I am ready for more candles!
So, it wasn't like a bad candle, I just think that it really didn't last as long for the price, but he thinks the price was worth it, so I mean, you know, because of the experience, and it was a good candle, and the lighting ease, and the presentation, right? Like,
yeah.
But some dishes I will actually keep. I don't care enough about this one to actually clean it and keep it, because like, I don't know what I'll do with it, so.
Do you want it?
No.
I was asking
I'm not
them.
mailing it. I don't want
okay,
to.
you can't want it. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I'm throwing it away right now. But yeah, that's our... I don't know if we've done another Bath & Body Works candle review. That's our one candle review. It was probably weird. If you are generally watching candle reviews, you're like, what is going on? We don't know. But that was our candle review. And if you like spooky stuff and witchy things and Halloween all the time, all year, spook with us. What? You're going to say something cute, I feel it.
I was trying to think about something smart to say, like, but the only thing I came out with will set you on fire for fall or something.
I'll set you on fire for
It sounded better in my head. So
like you'll become one of those burning straw men that will sacrifice.
Some things just sound better inside of my head than outside of it. I don't know why, but...
So, you know, you think about that tonight. Enjoy yourselves until next time.
Stay spooky, my friends.